whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA.
My gosh.
They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not.
That is an LNS, dude.
Well, if there's like...
Look at that thing.
It's rotating.
This is an example of one that I showed at the hearing recently. This is a spherical orb, metallic, in the Middle East, 2022, by an MQ-9. I will come back to the sensor question that David raised here in a moment. This is a typical example of the thing that we see most of.
The Fermi Paradox is the apparent contradiction between the high probability of the existence of extraterrestrial civilizations and the lack of evidence for or contact with such civilizations. If recent claims by whistleblowers inside the U.S. government are true, there may have never been a paradox at all. The implications of this would be earth-shaking and would fundamentally transform our very perception of reality. More importantly, it would shake the foundations of every global government and institution. A whistleblower named David Grush has recently come forward and claimed that the U.S. government has retrieved several non-human crafts. His claims have been corroborated by an intelligence official named Jonathan Gray, who confirmed the existence of exotic material being in the possession of governments and private contractors. If these claims are true, it would suggest that the Fermi Paradox is not a paradox at all, but rather a result of our limited knowledge and information. It would mean there never was a paradox. It would mean that advanced civilizations do exist, always have existed, and that we have already made contact with them. It would also suggest that the evidence has been hidden from us by our own governments. Such revelations could also suggest that extraterrestrial civilizations have been instructed by someone, or by something, to avoid revealing themselves to the rest of us. These claims by Gray and Grush have the potential to resolve the paradox and to change our understanding of the universe. It is, however, important to call for further investigations to confirm the claims and to understand the implications of this potential truth. Two of the most well-known and debated alien encounters in history are the Roswell incident and the Betty and Barney Hill abduction case. The Roswell incident occurred in 1947 when an object crashed near Roswell, New Mexico. The U.S. government initially reported that the object was a weather balloon, but later claimed it was a top-secret experimental military balloon. However, many people believe that the object was actually an extraterrestrial spacecraft that was covered up by the government. The incident has been the subject of much speculation and debate, with some claiming that the government is hiding evidence of an alien landing, as well as alien bodies. The Betty and Barney Hill abduction case is another well-known alien encounter that occurred in 1961. The couple reported being abducted by extraterrestrial beings while driving through New Hampshire. They described being taken aboard a UFO and subjected to medical examinations. The incident has been investigated by ufologists and has been the subject of considerable debate and speculation. Some have suggested that the couple's experience was a genuine alien abduction, while others have suggested that it was a hoax or a misinterpretation of natural phenomena. Former Canadian Defense Minister Paul Hellyer was an outspoken advocate for the existence of extraterrestrial life. He made bold and controversial statements regarding the presence of aliens on Earth and their interactions with humanity. According to Hellyer, various alien species have been visiting our planet for years, engaging in clandestine activities and influencing global affairs. He called for greater transparency from governments and the disclosure of classified information concerning extraterrestrial contact. Hellyer's views sparked intense debate among skeptics and believers alike, but his unwavering conviction in the existence of aliens has undoubtedly made him a prominent late figure in the field of ufology. If the latest whistleblower allegations are true, it would corroborate much of what Hellyer has claimed. In 2020, Israel's former chief of security, Chaim Eshed, made the claim that aliens are not only among us, but are waiting for us to join their galactic federation. According to Eshed, humanity simply isn't ready for the disclosure of other civilizations. He is quoted saying, there is an agreement between the U.S. government and the aliens. Eshed also said, they signed a contract with us to do experiments here. If even a small fraction of any of these allegations are true, it would mean there never was a Fermi Paradox at all, and that aliens have been among us this whole time. 3 years ago, the Pentagon declassified a series of reports and videos from U.S. Air Force pilots showing disc-shaped craft traveling at remarkable speeds. More recently, a Colombian model captured a similarly shaped craft flying past a private plane in what has been called the most compelling UFO footage to date. In June 2023, NASA and the Pentagon acknowledged the existence of mysterious metallic orbs, some which have been caught on U.S. drone surveillance. One such orb was captured by a U.S. surveillance drone in the Middle East. The Drake equation is a formula developed by astrophysicist Frank Drake in 1961 to estimate the number of detectable civilizations in our galaxy. It considers several factors such as the rate of star formation, the fraction of stars with planets, the number of habitable planets, and the likelihood of life evolving on those planets. One of the key factors in the Drake equation is the fraction of stars with planets orbiting around them. Based on observations from the Kepler Space Telescope and other studies, astronomers have found that planets are fairly common in our galaxy. Based on the most conservative estimates using the Drake equation, there could be approximately 4,000 potentially intelligent civilizations in our Milky Way galaxy. However, it is important to note that these numbers are purely speculative and should be interpreted with caution. The potential that governments have kept the knowledge of aliens visiting Earth a secret to maintain their power is a thought-provoking aspect to consider. Governments, driven by a desire to maintain stability and control, might have chosen to withhold this information to prevent panic, social unrest, or the loss of their authority. If this information were disclosed, it could indeed challenge the authority and control held by governments and religious institutions. The revelation of a higher intelligence capable of advanced technology and knowledge would disrupt the existing power structures and hierarchies in society. If indeed aliens have been here all along, secretly communicating with our leaders and crashing their crafts on our planet, there would have never been a Fermi Paradox at all.